What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My salty dog family, love having you here. Y'all, check this out. So I was about to do a video about how I was going to protect my garden from this cold weather we got coming in. You know, everybody's scrambling, you know. And before I get started, I have to preface this by saying, look, y'all up north, Minnesota been commenting too. Illinois, you know. I'm sorry, Illinois, not Illinois, no S, okay? But anyway, I know y'all gonna be talking about it. Oh, hold on. I can't forget North Dakota. My boy out there in North Dakota. But anyway, y'all got some different weather up there, okay? I get it, I understand it. But you know, when it get, you know, in the low 30s and the 20s down here in Georgia, you know, hey, we feel a little some kind of way about that. So I was about to, and I'm telling y'all, listen, y'all know me. I already done recorded most of the video. And I got there and I sat there and I said, man, what in the world are you doing? You out here buying into this mass hysteria of, man, we're gonna lose everything. Look, y'all, I decided after I spent some time shooting that video that that's not the video that y'all need to hear, okay? The video that y'all need to hear is that when today gets here, y'all should have already been ready. I should have already been ready, okay? I shouldn't be trying to jump through hoops today trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I've been getting a lot of questions over the last week, not necessarily from here, but I get a lot of questions on Facebook and Instagram and whatnot as well. But people are asking me, hey, I got this plant, how low can it tolerate? Or I got this plant, should I cover it? Look, let's talk about this. I got to give you some real talk today, okay? I hope you don't mind, but I got to give you some real talk today. And I harvested a couple things too. Let's get to it. All right, y'all, check this out, man. So I came out here, started shooting that video, and really what y'all need to hear is this, okay? I started going through and I was shooting everything and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna cover this. I'm not gonna do nothing with this. I'm not gonna do nothing with this. And I said, man, this video getting kind of repetitive. You're not gonna do a whole lot of nothing, is you? Like, what you doing this video for? And so it got me to thinking. And hey, it happens to all of us, okay? So no matter whether you've been gardening for 12 years or whether you've been gardening for 1.2 years, it gets us, okay? Because we see that weather, we see that the weatherman talking about it. You get the frost alerts on your phone and all that stuff, and you get into this mass hysteria. Man, the garden. I gotta protect the garden. Well, the truth of the matter is, you really protect your garden about 3 months ago. You saying, how, Salty, how I protect my garden 3 months ago? Well, when you decided to plant that thing that isn't frost tolerant, you made a decision. When you planted that thing that you said, ooh, I'm gonna try to squeeze this in before the frost get here. You did your math, you know. Hey, Marines, you know how we do our math. We use our toes. And somebody and I think it was in the Air Force, said that joke to me. Man, I laughed so hard because I said, how do you know there's a Marine in the room? And I said, just wait, he'll tell you, you know, because Marines, they proud, you know, we some proud jokers. Well, he gonna come in the comments talking about, how do you know it's an Air Force person in the room? Because he's the only one that's not counting on his toes. Man, I laughed so hard. I'm telling you, I laughed so hard. And I was tired, too. I was tired that day. And you know when you laugh when you're tired. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, y'all, so back to the situation at hand. So back 3 months ago, really, you can go back even further. You can go back 6 months ago, you know, when you said, hey, I'm not going to plant this right now because I'm tired. Hey, I ain't pointing no fingers at nobody, okay? I ain't pointing no fingers. But about 6 months ago, somebody said, man, it's too hot out here. I'm tired. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna plant that a little bit later, right? And right now, that person like, hey, Salty, can I protect it? Like, should I cover it, or what you think I should do? I think you should have planted it earlier. Now look. Listen to me. Now, I got some Seminole pumpkins. I was counting on my fingers and my toes, okay? I was sitting there, I was like, you know what, man? I think I might be able to squeeze it in there, you know? Because I'm thinking my first frost gonna be about the 20th of November, you know? I got another couple weeks to go. Mother Nature always wins. Always, 100% of the time. And you gotta count on Mother Nature winning. And so that's why I'm not overly concerned about it. I knew there was a chance. You hope for the best, but you know there's a chance. So, hey, that's just like in life, you know, you fail to plan, you plan to fail, you know? So if you don't come up with a plan, you know, you already done failed. But when you come up with a plan and the plan fails, I don't feel bad about that, because at least I tried and I planned for it. All right, so that's how I feel about that. So my Seminole pumpkins, I did a little experiment. I harvested 4 of them. I left a couple of them back there and I covered it up. Show y'all a little video right now. Me back there covering it up, okay? Oh, by the way, I got those frost covers from Hoss. Good stuff. They're not meant to be kept outside like all winter long. You put them out before a nice, you know, frost is coming. You take them up. You roll them back up. You keep them, okay? Keep them nice. You know, you can keep them for years that way. But anyway, so I went ahead and covered them up just to see, because I want to be able to show y'all what happens if those get bit by the frost, okay? And we're going to go over that. I'm going to do a video later this week showing what the aftermath of the frost is. Now, also, I went on ahead and covered up my cabbage back here. I don't really need to cover it up. I don't think I do, you know? But I went on ahead and covered it up because I want to be able to show y'all what happens if you cover it up versus what happens when you leave stuff uncovered. Hey, we're going to see. I don't think there's going to be much of a difference. Why? Is it going to get cold? Yep, it's going to get cold. We're going to be in the 20s, maybe even low 20s, okay? I will put the estimated temperature up on the screen right about now. And so it's going to get cold. But do I think that these plants can handle it? Yes. So when you ask me, what do I do to protect my plants? If it's supposed to go, if Mother Nature's supposed to take it, I let her take it. Because I already planned for it. I already thought about it in my mind, Craig, in my mind. I already done thought about it, right? So them beans right here behind you, let me see if I can get up here with you. These beans right here, they already on their way out anyway. I don't care. They gone, okay? Come over here real quick. I got some beans back here. These beans, now they look pretty. They gone. They gone. They got to go. You know, Mother Nature gonna take them. But I knew that coming into it. I knew that, and what I did was I planted them anyway because I wanted to see, one, I'd never grown them before. I wanted to see the growth habit. I wanted to see how prolific they're gonna be, and I wanted to see if I was gonna put them or add them to my lineup, okay? Those are Kentucky Wonder pole beans, and the answer is yes. They are getting added because them things plug and forget. I mean, literally, y'all ain't heard me talk about them things y'all ain't never heard, except for when I planted them. Y'all ain't never heard me talk about them because I ain't done nothing with them. Plug and forget about it. And yeah, they produce. Now, would they have produced more if they had more time? Of course. But that's what a test is. That's what an experiment is, you know? So I'm okay with them going to the upper room. You know what I'm saying? The upper room. Wendy. I can't hit that note. Boy. So my Seminole pumpkins, my Kentucky Wonders, these beans right here behind you. I mean, really, that's the only things in my garden that can't handle it. Now, I just harvested my ginger. I should have already harvested it, but I went on ahead and harvested it today. So I just did that. I just harvested the rest of my turmeric. I'm gonna show y'all the harvest up front up there. But that's it, yo. I'm gonna take my berry seedlings. I'm gonna move them inside the greenhouse. I got some what you call them? I got some here, let me go inside the greenhouse with you real quick. So all this stuff right here inside the greenhouse, that's staying in here. All this stuff, oh, that needs some water. That needs some water right there. I gotta water that. The onions are staying in here, of course. Now this is what, so I'm gonna leave this African blue basil out here. I'm gonna take these inside the house, okay? Let me show you the African blue basil over here. So I'm gonna take 3 of these inside the house, and I'm gonna leave 2 of them out here. All right now, so I know I'm gonna get a little flack about that because I've been getting a little flack about it. All right, African blue basil. Everybody's saying, man, you better take that in the house. Look, check this out. Let me get in frame, man. I'm all out of frame and everything. All right, check this out. It's been 40 degrees in this greenhouse already, and ain't nothing happened to my African blue basil. That's the first thing. Second thing, I do have heat in here, and I will be able to keep, you know, the temperature pretty comfortable in here. All right? So there's that. Now, I know electric can go out and all that good stuff. So I'm going to take a few of them inside, and then after this cold blast come through, we're going to see how we did, right? And hey, if I'm wrong, I'm going to let you know I'm wrong. But only fair, if I'm right, I should let you know I'm right. Oh man, but nothing else in here is going anywhere. I brought these in from outside, and so I will make a spot up here for those, and that's gonna be pretty much it. Let's go out here real quick, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Those going to the compost pile. I know people say I can use them and all. Listen, they go into the compost pile. I got some peppers right here. Ain't worth nothing. I ain't gonna worry about them. They can go into the upper room. I got a shishito right there. It could go to the, oh, squirrel. Y'all see that? That's a shishito. Look at that. Oh yeah. So Asia been growing hers, so I had to grow mine. It's still a pathetic looking plant there, but hey, at least I got 2 on it, and so I'm gonna try those here soon. All right, y'all. So hey, look, I didn't want to waste y'all time. Man, I'm not protecting nothing. I mean, I am, but it's just an experiment. I'm really, if I wasn't to make this video, I wouldn't have protected anything of mine. And you know what? If I ended up being wrong, then hey, I would be wrong. But I just don't think that the temperature is gonna stay low enough, long enough for it to really do major damage. Unless it's something that will die when it's 32 degrees, or you know, like if the temperature wise, like let's take these right here for instance, the Seminole pumpkins. It's not the frost, it's the temperature. Okay, so you could keep the frost off of them and they still die. Okay, because it's the temperature that matters. It's not the frost that matters. Some things, it's the frost on it that matters, right? So like maybe like your lettuce or something like that, you know, the frost on it would hurt it more so than the temperature would, okay? So now, oh, I got to show y'all this. Look at that turmeric. Y'all see that? Now, okay, I gotta clear something up. All right. So these right here, these little ones down here in the bottom, I'm gonna group them all together. This little clump right here, that's what I harvested in my turmeric harvesting video, okay? This right here is what I just harvested today. All right. Now, I also harvested my ginger, man, and I'm telling y'all, if y'all could smell this right now, coogly moo. Woo! So, I'm gonna tell y'all real quick, the turmeric, people were all up in arms. Oh, you harvested it too soon and you messed it up and okay, all right. Now, in that video where I harvested this, I needed that bed. And I thought I had mentioned it in the bed, I mean in the video, but I guess I didn't. But I needed that bed for my onions. So I went on ahead and harvested it. And you might say, well, you haven't planted your onions yet. Well, I had to pull that stuff out of that bed so I could amend it. Remember, I amended that bed. I want to get all that stuff working before I plant my onions. All right, so I knew I had more turmeric left over. Okay, and as you can see, this turmeric did a whole lot better than these things did. Right, so there was always a plan. There was always a method to the madness. Okay, so when you see something on the channel, don't automatically assume that I done messed something up. You know, like that's just rude. You know what I'm saying? I don't come to your job telling you messed up. Oh my goodness. All right. Hey, enough of that. So I harvested some Kentucky Wonder pole beans. Enough for a pot, you know. I got me one of these Hossinator cucumbers, and I got my Seminole pumpkins. And I left, I think, 2 Seminole pumpkins out there on the vine, and we're gonna see how they do after this cold weather come through. I hope y'all don't mind, but you know, I was about to do the same video that everybody else is doing right now about this is how I protect my stuff for the winter. And I think that what you need to hear is you shouldn't be worrying about that right now, because you should already have planted what you were supposed to plant in order for this time of year to not affect your garden. If I wasn't doing this video, I wouldn't have covered nothing. That's the honest truth, right? I'm only covering it because I want y'all to see the difference between covering it and not covering it and whatnot. I was gonna cover some strawberries just so y'all can see the difference, but I just don't see the need in it. I'm just gonna let you know the strawberries gonna be all right, okay? they gonna be all right. The collards, they gonna be all right, you know. Everything that's supposed to be all right is gonna be all right. Everything that's not supposed to be all right is not gonna be all right. That's Mother Nature. That's just how it is, you know. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. This is an impromptu video, so I didn't really plan it, and I hope it turned out all right. But I don't want this video to be a discouragement from people to, you know, ask questions and whatnot. If you do have something that you do want to protect and you do not know how to do it, ask the question. I'm not saying don't ask the questions, okay? But what I am saying is, here on this channel, we like to plan and we like to think ahead and we like to not be reactive. We like to be proactive, okay? And that's the type of gardening that I do. I'm a very proactive person. So when I'm sitting here planning out what I'm gonna plant, which, hey, I'm coming up on the video where I'm gonna start talking about the spring and what I'm planting in the spring and get it all planned out and everything. So, and you might say, man, it's only November. Hey, I got to get on it. Get down. Look, that song is never gonna get out of my head. It's never gonna get out of my head. But anyway, I hope y'all got something out of the video. I hope you understood my message. It's not to discourage anybody. It's not to say, oh, you did it wrong or anything like that. It's just to say, you know, Mother Nature's always wins. Always. And we have to play with her rules, and that's why I don't worry too much about the weather changes and stuff like that, because I know that they're coming, and so I plant according to that. And if you do that, you're not sitting here running in this mass hysteria trying to get all your stuff covered up, okay? I've done that in the past, and yeah. Now, I will cover if we got some extended cold weather. But just gonna get cold at night, warm back up during the day, and then get cold again and warm back up. I'm not too concerned about that, you know. So don't let it worry you. Don't let it stress you out too much. This is not the type of weather pattern that worries me. Okay, so all right, y'all. Appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all got something out of the video, and happy birthday, Marines. I know it's not till tomorrow, but I won't do a video tomorrow. So anyway, happy birthday, Marines. And I'll see you in the next video.